Hello, this is the first video that I've made. I'm just gonna jump right into this. I'm a noob. Alright, so what am I drawing here? I've got a few horses that I'm going to be drawing, and basically I just have been kind of getting back into art recently more intensely than before, and I just wanted to whip out some sketches that are kind of easy and something I'm a little bit more familiar with, and I'm using references for all of these. These are not just from my mind. I don't think I could really do that right now. And I just wanted to draw something really fast without thinking too hard about it looking really, really good or having really, crisp, specific sort of details. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just laying down a basic sketch and then doing a little bit more fine-tuning as I go. Just trying to keep it really unserious and more just like light and fun. And horses are really fun for me to draw. I just really like drawing horses, they're pretty cool. So I wanted to broach the topic of scary art and feeling scared doing art, because that's something that I kind of feel a lot. I don't know if it's just the need for it to be perfect, or if because, I will drift in and out of doing art for sometimes months at a time, and so getting back into it feels scary because it's like, it's almost like I forget how to draw or something, or, I'm scared that I've lost my art skills in some way. And so that's another reason why I wanted to just whip out some quick sort of unserious sketches, because I definitely put way too much pressure on myself for things to be perfect right away. So I just wanted to get used to erasing again, and erasing things that don't look right, or that I don't feel look right at least, and then, just drawing over it again, erasing, because I have this fear that if I draw it good the first time and then I need to erase it to redo it, it's not going to come out as good. And yeah, so I was just working on kind of just getting over that, and letting my hand just kind of get warmed up and get used to it again. This horse right here is it was just the creepiest, ugliest reference photo, and I just loved it so much. It's just the weirdest, angry horse, and it just looks like it's gonna bite someone's head off, and I thought that looked so funny, so I wanted to draw that one because I don't normally draw horses that have that expression. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. So I don't really know too much about the concept behind art block, or why it happens or anything. All I know is that I've kind of been experiencing it recently, but I think that is in part due to just some major changes in my life that have occurred, and I just haven't really had the time or even the physical space to be doing too much art. And that's another reason why I'm kind of just doing some simple sketches, and I do end up adding a little bit of line art later and some color, but I just wanted to do something that was kind of quick and easy, and to just kind of get those arty juices flowing again, because like I said before, I will go just months and months without drawing a single thing, and it's almost like I grab a pencil and I try to put it on the paper, and it's like I've completely forgotten how to draw or something. So recently what kind of got me back into it was I just brought out my little book of it's my constructive anatomy book by George B. Bridgman, and I actually found my copy at a Bookman somewhere, but it just kind of helped me kind of get back into drawing shapes and forms, even if it's humans. Humans are typically harder for me, but it was nice to just kind of put something down on the paper that didn't look terrible in my eyes, and kind of gave me just a little guide and reminded me that everything is just shapes. So that really helped kind of knock me out of that feeling of forgetting how to draw. This horse right here was probably my favorite one. Just the pose that it was in was really, really fun, and I don't really normally draw them in that position where you can kind of see underneath their jaw like that. So that was really fun. And then this last one was just really pretty and cute. I kind of struggle with like, you know, hair and manes and everything like that, so the prettiest part of this last horse I'm drawing was actually the mane, but I don't know if I really captured that. It was, you know, it was very flowy and there was a lot to it, and there's not much room left on the page, but, you know, I was just trying not to think too hard about it. I just wanted to get something down that kind of followed what was in the picture and looked nice, so yeah. So the art block thing, you know, I'm sure it'll come back around again, just like it always does, but, you know, it affects everybody differently, and, you know, it's no big deal. Just kind of take one day at a time, and, you know, just work in a little bit of creativity when I can here and there, and it doesn't go away. It's just kind of like a muscle that doesn't get used all the time, you know, just kind of gets a little bit weaker, but you can build it back up. It's no big deal. Okay, so at this point I start adding in the line art, and I really need to get some new microns. Mine are getting totally dried out. But I saw this person. I used to just take my eraser and go over the entire thing, like erase pretty much all the lines, you know, right away. And then, you know, I would kind of forget like what it looked like or something, or it'd be too faded. And then I saw somebody else just doing little bits at a time, and I don't know why I never thought of that before, but it totally makes sense. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just erasing little bits of the pencil at a time and then going over it with the micron, and that worked really well for me, and I'm definitely just going to be doing that from now on. Again, I feel so silly. I don't know why I wasn't just I don't know why I never thought of that before. But doing the line art, again, that was always something that I'm like scared to do, because I always think, oh man, I gotta get this just right. It's in pen now, it's getting serious. But yeah, you kind of just have to let that thought process go, because it's not serious. It's literally lines on a paper, so just chill out. Also, I tend to, right now, or at least with this drawing here, I was trying to do the scariest parts in my mind first, because, you know, if I'm gonna mess up the, you know, in my eyes, what I consider to be the best part of the drawing, I'm just gonna mess it up first, and then that way the, you know, my anxiety is out of the way of like messing it up. So I was just knocking that out, and the jitters kind of went away, and, you know, it was good, just getting it over with, but also having fun with it too. This horse in particular was pretty fun because of the angle that he was at, and I want to do another one like this where you can kind of see under his face like that. But more than anything, I really wish that I had like a horse drawing book, or at least like a horse anatomy book of some kind. And if any of you guys know a good one that you could recommend, please comment it below so I can check it out, because I like, you know, ones that are really detailed, or just yeah, if they work for you, tell me why. So I finally start adding some color at this point. I do black for the shading, and I ended up doing an orangish kind of red for the body because I didn't want to do anything too realistic. And I'm not a pro with shading or with color theory or anything like that. So I just kind of wanted to stick with keeping it pretty nonchalant and just went in with some colors that would be fun and interesting to look at, and you know, something that, like, if I'm gonna mess it up, I'm just gonna mess it up right away. You know, so there you go. I decided to go with colored pencils for this drawing because I have to be able to just kind of put things down at a moment's notice if I need to. So I didn't want to deal with anything wet like paints or watercolors or anything like that. Eventually it'd be cool to get into some pastels, but it seems like there's like a specific style almost with pastels. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, even with chalk or oil pastels, they both seem to have their own kind of style, and I don't know if I'm quite ready for that yet. It seems a little intimidating to me right now. The colored pencils, I have heard different things with the blending of them. With this horse, I ended up going with kind of like a greenish color, and then I tried to do some contrasting sort of thing in there. Also, doing the mane on this one was pretty fun too. I liked kind of working on the lights or the highlights on there. I don't know if that's really correct looking, but I just kind of went for it. But if you have any good tips or anything for colored pencils, yeah, let me know. I just kind of did a little bit of layering, and then I don't have it in this video, but I ended up going back later and using a Q-tip and kind of just like smudging them together, the colors kind of blending a little bit with the Q-tip, and that actually ended up looking pretty decent, and I ended up liking it. That's a technique that I've used before with some other drawings. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Heard that you can use like heat or like solvents or something to blend them, but yeah, let me know what you think. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much the end of my little video here. Let me know what you thought about it, and yeah, this is basically my first YouTube video, on my little YouTube channel, so hopefully I can post consistently and get some more stuff out there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!